that also for sure. Maybe in the tent building, but...
Grab another one?
Yeah,
grab a longer one.
We're out in the flattest expanse of desert in North America, the Black Rock Desert in Nevada. Not a blade of grass or stone is to be found out here. And despite the harsh and unpredictable weather conditions, 25,000 people gather here each year late in August to create Burning Man.
It's a one-of-a-kind, indescribable event where people can be themselves.
There's so many different strands and elements, you know, all mixed together in this one big vat.
There's genius here. There's innovation, science, technology, awesomeness, wizardry. You can be weird and crazy and perverted and silly, and it's normal here.
If you're going to compare Burning Man to anything, it's quite like being in Las Vegas. But just a bit more underground. Just a bit.
I knew that Burning Man was really something really amazing and really special as a sort of social and cultural event. And when I got here, it was really the confirmation for me of almost everything that had been important to me and that I'd been thinking about, valuing, writing about, dreaming about for pretty much my whole life.
I think one reason that thousands of people are ready to endure survival conditions in a remote place at the risk of their life is because they're desperate or certainly driven to find something that they can belong to. We offer them the opportunity to be what all those ads offer them. Be yourself, except the ads offer them a product as a substitute for that experience. We offer them the real thing, but then we offer them communal belonging, and that's what the white people don't have.
We're all misfits, basically. We're all outcasts and freaks and rebels, and we're basically using this to find and create our own families, our own soul families.
But if there were real coverage of blacks in America or Mexicans in America, it would be apparent that they have a cultural wealth that the white people don't have. So why would you, if you have that, if you have a community so vital that it produces a thing like rap music, why would you travel 1,000 miles to a desert to be with a bunch of white people?
Orange, 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 orange,
boyfriend more than anything.
Only in the desert.
Only once a year.
We're a nemesis on the job site.
It's an energy thing, I think. It's people come here, they get really excited. It means a lot to them in their spiritual lives, I think. You know what I mean? In their magic lives.
I think it's just being able to step out of society for week or so, you know, and just get out of the real world and live somewhere where things aren't commercial and you don't have to get up and go to work in the morning, you don't have to answer the phone, you don't have to turn on the TV, you just get up, you hang out with your friends, you get coffee.
Lose track of time.
Exactly, you do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Just get a step away from the stress of normal life. I love going out to Burning Man because you don't have these distractions. You're out there and you can get creative.
I had the idea for the spiral staircase in the tower, and then it was just a question of what will we make it into.
All we got to do is bam, put the plywood up on top, bang, 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 canopy on, cover it with fabric, light it up, party all night.
Who let the media people in here? I thought this was like inner sanctum area.
Okay.
Can I see your press
It's an
pass?
edible paste. It's all sorted out, baby. We're gonna party tonight. The next day, the next day after that, the next day after that, and then maybe take a break. No, maybe not. Every time I leave Burning Man, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm fed up, I'm fucked off. But then the next week I start making plans to come again.
This is how I would like to spend a week. This is how I feel my heart or my passion for wearing what clothes I want and dancing to what music I want at any hour of the day, surrounded by good energy and strong people, that they come out here and endure the hardships of this desert to make this place look beautiful.
Burning Man is orchestrated, but only in the sense that they create an outline. They go out in the desert, they create an outline of a city, they have a few services, basic first aid, emergency, they cover the permits, and they have people, a core crew, you know, to take care of things. The thing that embraces it and that underlies it is the city, which it's coming to be. It's not just an event, it's about creating a city, a temporary city, but a city nonetheless.
For 1 week of the year, Black Rock City, home to Burning Man, is the 5th largest city in Nevada. It is the most temporary city in the world. Everybody must bring all the food, water, and shelter that they need to survive.
I came because I was fascinated with the idea of community, you know, the idea of coming out here in an area where really it's not suitable for survival. Coming out here and using like 10% of the water you usually would on a normal day, actually caring for the land a little bit more than you usually would.
Completely DIY, you do your own thing. There's no official bands playing that are part of Burning Man. They don't pay any bands to come here. They don't pay any DJs to come here. A few of the big installation artists, I think they give them some support, but otherwise, so it's like all these people come in and everybody just creates their own little microcosm universe, you know, and it all kind of feeds together and creates this massive, writhing new creature that, you know, we don't really have a name for.
I come to Burning Man because I fit in. I'm a jerk like all of these people here. Some kind of a semi-maniacal idiot with questionable intelligence. And I came here doing all kinds of crazy stuff because it fit right in and it was friggin' fun for 5 days or whatever.
Julian Goff. I wrote a novel called Juno and Juliet last year, and this is the new novel I'm writing, and this novel actually ends in Burning Man, but I haven't written that bit yet, so I can't read it. I was here a couple of years ago, and I found it a really powerful experience and very fabulous experimenting in community, you know, and just terrifically liberating. It's great to be able to go somewhere and wear a suit for once. You know, you just get dog's abuse. It's great. Good to know that there are limits to tolerance even in Burning Man.
If only I had urinated immediately after breakfast, the mob would never have burnt down the orphanage. But as I left the dining hall on my way to relieve myself, the letterbox clattered.
And I think everybody who comes in goes through an interestingly judgmental stage. First they're blown away by it, often they're overwhelmed by it and they want to hide or go home. Then they come out the other side of that and they start to throw themselves into it and throw off their clothes and run around and have exciting adventures and do naked Tai Chi on the playa and all that stuff. And then they become all so into being open and liberated and tolerant that they start shouting abuse at the cops who are only doing their job, or at a guy dressed in a business suit. And you go through this weird intolerant stage where it's great to be free and liberated, but it's evil to be uptight, you know. And then you get past that stage and you actually realize that you can't have a community that leaves out the flawed humanity.
Would murder us in our beds given half a chance! A great cheer went up from the massive crowd, and the air was filled with hats till they hid the face of the sun, and we cheered in an eerie half-light.
It's all very well loving gay people and loving transgendered people and loving guys with piercings. They're great, you know, they're loving it, but love a real estate guy. That's the fucking test. That's the end of the first half of the opening to Judah Riley by Julian. I will mingle among my people now, and you can tell me which jokes work and which ones you just hadn't a fucking clue what was going on.
The only thing that you can actually buy here, it's like a non-commercial event, the only thing you can buy is ice, and there is a cafe at Center Camp.
The whole bar thing and trading thing, it's great. It's super. This idea of swapping without money involved with it. Money, down with money at Burning Man. Burn money.
We have decommodified this place. We sell tickets, but what we don't do is accept sponsorship. We don't mass market any products. We don't endorse products. We don't do any of that. But what we've said in place of that, the positive thing we've said in place of that, is that this is a gift economy. And indeed, it's a really efficient and very, very productive economy because of that.
You know, anybody can come out here and survive, especially with the generosity that goes on out here. And you could arrive with nothing and survive here. It would be hard if all this love and compassion wasn't here, for sure. Because there's definitely that. People know everybody's in the same endurance boat, so it's kind of a, let me help you, let me help you back.
This is my wares, my tradable barter stuff. See, they're stick pins, and it's a recycling effort. There's no stupidity here. I'm not here for gain. This is recycling art, found art. All these are found.
Yeah.
Okay, I drank some. Well, maybe I drank a lot of it. Okay, so what? But I mean, I can swap these and give them away.
I mean, all year long we struggle with our paltry little economies, working in the conventional system in order to deal with the world and set this up. But once we're here, we lose a wholly different kind of economy that's based on volunteerism and participation.
Work those boys, honey.
We're trying to create this spontaneous process by planning. What people don't understand is they think, oh, these organizers, they must be in some Empyrean of celebrity up above. And what we really, the reality is that the pressure's like the bottom of the Mariana Trench.
Burning Man organizers say that there's not a profit being made, and whether or not that is true, I can't say. I don't know. But who cares? I mean, really, who the fuck cares? This is such a brilliant time.
You know
This is all about gifts, and the art, our theme camps are gifts, and in particular we've said you should produce these things to give to anyone. It's radically inclusive. It's not enough to do a neat little vanity project. We're not interested in your vanity projects. And so make them, radically make them accessible and available to everyone as a benefaction of the whole community. This city, 3/4 of the people are actually actively involved in constructing it. Culture is based on emulation. Look what they did. Gosh, what a great idea. I could do that. Hey, I could do something. Oh, I could add to that. I could do something greater. We all want to do that. We should want to do that. It's just that you don't imagine you can do something until you see an example of it done.
So I think we just get a buzz out of working, you know. It sounds strange.
Yeah, I know, but we're all, background was blue collar, hard workers.
We like to work.
Yeah, it's nice to come out with the boys too and just work hard. And I actually love it. Having that big wide open desert canvas to work on.
Trying to work through, my own creative block, you know what I mean, and using Burning Man, say, as a catalyst for that, So when I saw Jim and his guys, his friends, putting a camp together and glamming it up and having a great time, I thought, you know what? That's fun, and I can do that.
We just got delivery.
I more went along with the symbol of the mushroom because of what it means to everybody, Magic mushroom is a symbol of, party, good time, psychedelics.
This is so inspiring. You see people with the most amazing shit that they thought of, and it just makes you think, well, why don't I explore the amazing shit that I have in my mind that I can just get out there too.
I think everybody by the end of it realizes, oh, I am an artist. Wow, I thought I was a real estate guy. I'm an artistic real estate guy. Because here people have the time and the space to find out what they really enjoy.
Well, we started off as a fun event to burn something up here this year. Then 4 days prior to us coming, one of the people that was with us was killed in a motorcycle accident. And so we had to decide whether we would come or not. was kind of a hard call, and obviously we decided to come. And this year, having our friend get killed, as I worked on the structure we were going to burn, it took on a more serious thing, which is kind of odd because you don't want to take yourself too seriously up here because it's not what it's about. As I was working on the piece, I realized that I was making it for the whole community, that this was a community church or temple or synagogue, and it didn't really belong to me, and it was kind of up for everybody to use. I've got a crane that's right over there. See what he's doing is, we just need just a bucket to get someone up in it. They screwed up on us.
We met David Best, and we didn't know who he was, what he was doing, and he was like, "Hey, we need your guys' help." We were so busy. We were thinking, "You're out of your mind, old man," you know. And it was just by chance that we just were like, "You know what? This guy seems cool. Let's help him." And we had no idea that he was probably the most influential person out there on the desert.
Well, there's so many people that just have such a like-minded appreciation for, say, what you might be doing, that they're going to get energy just out of helping you. And they will stand back at night and look at your account and say, "Yeah, I helped those guys do that. It looks great." And it warms your soul to see people enjoying something that you helped create. Even if you just did something menial, it still feels good to have contributed.
$2.60 Esplanade. Right now, study ketchup. Learn ketchup. Big group of ketchup. Chop, chop. Good job.
You do feel like a kid out there. Playing with your friends, you know, your friends are almost like your childhood friends, you know, and it's like, "Hey, you wanna go play? Okay, let's go." When you're playing with toys, you know, you run around naked like you're a little kid. You can do whatever you want.
Last year, the piece I made was a temple of memory, a temple of the mind. This is a temple of tears. When I was designing it, which was easy, and building it would be easy, the hard part was coming up with a structure that would work for us as a community. In our culture at Burning Man, we embrace, honor, respect, tolerate, and love a whole lot of things that outside of here are not easily understood. The most sacred part of this structure for me is the center of the altar that's reserved for your friend who's committed suicide. There's 10,000 blocks, pieces of wood in there. Go say hello to your mom, tell her you miss her, thank those friends, forgive someone you need to forgive, and ask someone who you need to forgive you to forgive you. This is your temple. Thank you.
It's almost like going up to this person's grave, you know. It was like going up to my dad's grave. It was almost like a little window to communicate with these people. Like, I never felt like I'd talked to my father since he died, and I just started writing. I started to cry, and it just felt like, you know, he was right there. So the extremes, I think, really make it what it is, you know, the dust storms, all your stuff blowing down, and you got to rebuild it, and the dust in your eyes, and you're just filthy. You know, we love it. You know, we want it to rain. We want it to blow. We want the sun to come out. And it's that diversity that makes it what it is. It's probably some people's worst nightmare.
This is extreme. You really, you know, people crumble here very easily. Strong people go weak, and weak people shine. It's you know, it's a leveler, but you never know what you're going to get here. Ever. Never. From one moment to the next. I've seen the strongest relationships come apart here. I've seen the worst relationships come back together. And I've seen things go wrong, stuff get burned, installations fall down, you know, and it still comes together. No matter what, it's still the poetry of life and its transience and the fact that it's changing and nothing is permanent. So don't get attached to anything out here, including your tent or your girlfriend or your car or whatever else you thought you might need, because you're probably going to have to learn to do without it sooner or later. So this is a good place to learn.
I would have printed if it wasn't such a bad connotation. Only Nazis and Christians actually burn books. And actually, Christians are worse than Nazis. And it's a very strange thing. But they had no discretion. In Alexandria, they burnt everything. At least the Nazis looked through what they were burning and only objected to few political things. The Christians were outrageous and have been outrageous throughout the course of history. They'll burn anything they don't like. No discretion. So no, this will never be burned. Not like that.
You know, normal people are out here doing just incredible things. You know, people that maybe not even artists, never even tried to do something, and then decided to try to do something and made something completely beautiful. When you've been out in the hot sun all day long, you know, and just to feel the coolness when that sun goes down, it's just, oh man, and you're just refreshed. The energy at nighttime is just full on. The sound, the people, it's just the whole vibe. It's like two different worlds, the daytime world and the nighttime world.
Never see you again. Told her I was gonna go to the Burning Man. Please don't go to the Burning Man. You'll burn, I'll never see you again. Burning Man? What the fuck is Burning Man? Don't go to the fucking Burning Man. Your mom and I never burned a man.
Don't want to miss a sunrise in the desert. You know, I stay up the whole night, watch the sunrise. You want to get out in the desert, and you want to dance, you want to, you know, find your music that you like, and you want to get out there and you want to dance under the stars.
Last night, I left the window of the truck open, right?
Yeah.
Check out what happened.
Well, somebody stole your shit?
No, look. Fucking dust everywhere, man.
Oh, shit.
Everywhere, you know?
From one night?
One night. That's nasty ass shit right there.
It's dust?
It's like a desert truck.
Well, it's just what it does. It vanishes. It's like flash paper or a magician or smoke in a mirror. You know? The disappearing act. It was here. Bang, it's gone. We're cleaning up. You'll never see a trace of it. people will come out and scratch your head. Did I really see that or didn't I? Did you see where that place was? Because it seems to be gone. Yeah, I saw people in the bridge.
It's the interaction between people, it's the creative energy and freedom and no rules and just this sense of free play that, you know, everybody gets sucked into and becomes a participant in. That's, for me, that's the real art of Burning Man and of Black Rock City.
I've connected with so many magical people, and it's just like everyone is just at their best, you know. They're just totally unafraid to be themselves, you know, and so everyone's completely vibing together, and it's just this positive interplay between a large group of people, you know.
Leaving a desert full of hippies.
These are free bubbles, and they're guaranteed to pop. Colorful, wonderful bubbles. 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 Life is like a bubble.
It was so unbelievably pure and powerful and absolute super duper mega magic.
And if this thing doesn't fuel your dreams either, you better start again, because it's, you know, it stays with you for a long time.
Black Rock Desert is just an amazing place, and it's amazing to be there at the end and look, and it just looks just like it did when you showed up. You just realize, I think, how out of touch people really are with the things that mean most in life. It does stick with you. It ends for the year, but it doesn't end in your spirit.
That was a little scary.